learn a lot tonight, but I don't know if you're going to learn a lot, but with one thing that you can take with you from this presentation this night, it will be enough for me. I'm going to talk about a little bit what I do every single day at my company. This is Valle Redondo. I'm going to talk about a little bit more of the company or brands and everything. But Hernan, he asked me to share with you something about the wine and spirits marketing. As you know, I spend every single day on marketing and exports at this company, Valle Redondo. And what I try to do is to have more products, more appealing and more attractive to the whole market. Back in the days, so now I was telling you, we went together. We were working together at the university, probably more than 20 years ago. But during this 20 years or so of professional expertise, I can tell you that the best thing that I learned is to be different or to do different things in a market that probably everything is already invented. But when you try to find something different, then is where the marketing starts. So I will share my screen with you guys. And of course, if you have any question or a comment or something about the presentation, please feel free to raise your hand or just open your mics and speak out. Okay. So I'm going to start with this first screen, that is wine and spirits marketing in Valle Redondo. Valle Redondo is the company that I work for. I'm the marketing and exports director, and I put these two words in the bottom of this slide. That is, be disruptive. Why? Because all this presentation is based on this concept, on the concept of being disruptive. And being disruptive, I don't know if someone in here can share or want to share the definition or the concept that you have of disruption or innovation. But I will love to hear from one or two of you guys about what do you think is disruption or innovation. Again, if you want to just open your mic and speak out. Okay, Paulina, please go ahead.
Thanks. I think it's maybe like to be a different person with different ideas and with a new vision or a different vision of the way to do the things, like the status quo or something like that.
Yeah, of course. Nice. Thank you, Paulina. Somebody else? One more? Come on, guys, don't be shy. This presentation is about all of us. It's not just me talking to you guys.
Are you awake, guys?
It could be thinking outside of the box, maybe.
Okay. Yeah. Thank you, Lily. Well, thank you, Lily and Paulina. Both of you mentioned things that are very important for this concept, that is disruptive or disruption. And I'm going to start with you, Lily, with the last comment that you made, and it's thinking out of the box. That is, it's true, but now what we are thinking in Valle Redondo in the marketing department, in order to be disruptive and generate new products or new concepts, it's not thinking inside of the box or outside of the box. It's thinking that there is no box whatsoever. So if you start thinking that there is no box that is going to liberate your mind, your creativeness, all of these concepts. Because when you think that there is a box and you have to think outside of that box, first of all, you're thinking that there is a box and there are some concepts that probably are wrong, and to think outside of the box is the right. So in innovation or disruptives, there is no right or wrong. There is just be or not be disruptive. That's it. But every single idea that you can have, and talking about disruption, is valid. And it's not good or bad. It's just valid. The way you develop that idea, that is going to become an innovation or a disruption in the market. And we're talking about this a little bit later. So thank you, Lily, for your idea. And Paulina, you mentioned something that is also very important, and it's so true in these concepts. That is acting different, but it's not just acting. It's thinking, it's acting, is being something different than what everyone is expecting. But because if you're talking about disruption or innovation, that is this concept that we're talking about right now. The thing is that everything that is the common thing is what people are expecting, what your market is expecting. So, for example, if you try Coca-Cola, once you open it, you're expecting to taste something sweet, and that's it. That's nothing disruptive or innovative. It's just what it is what people is expecting. But just imagine Coca-Cola that when you taste it, it's sour, or it's salty, or it's a different thing. Or, for example, something that both Coca-Cola and Pepsi-Cola did back in the days was a clear Coca-Cola or a clear Pepsi-Cola. That is, it was Crystal Pepsi and Coca-Cola. I don't remember the name, but it was something disruptive. It was something. It was an innovation about the color. So what I wanted to get from this presentation tonight is that disruption or innovation, it doesn't have to be something that it doesn't exist. It probably already exists, but how do you apply it to your product or to your concept or to your idea? So, for example, in wine and spirits, everything it's already invented. It's not that you're going to invent a rum that it comes from the corn. Of course not. Rum, it comes from cane. And why? It's because that is the normative, and that is the regulation that rules about the rums. So rums come from the cane, but it doesn't say anything about barrels, about flavors, about sizes, about labels, about designs, about bottles. So you have a lot of things that you can work with in order to be disruptive or innovative with your products. If someone have an idea or a comment or a doubt, please just let me know. Okay, I'm going to continue with the topic. So the main idea of being disruptive and innovative, it's what I was telling you before. It's thinking that there is no box, there are no rules. So what can you do different for your product or service or a concept that nobody else have done before? Or probably somebody, they already did something, but not in your line of products, not in your concepts, not in your markets, or something like that. So by combining different things, you can get to different products that probably there is the disruption, but it's not just about the product. Maybe it's something about your advertising campaign, for example, or about the way you communicate the benefits of your product, or probably it's the bottle, the packaging, the communications, the way you're selling your product. For example, say at some point, cans, we used to have cans in just one size, that it was the standard can, the regular beer can that we already know. But somebody else, they say that, okay, what if we change the shape of the bottle, of the can? And now you have some sleek cans that are more elegant, for example, and that appeals to a different pricing. It seems to be a little bit more expensive. Why? Because it looks better. But then somebody said that, okay, we used to buy cans or beer cans in 6-packs. Why don't we go out on the market and do 4-packs? Then now we have 4-packs of beers in the stores or things like that. So those concepts are disruptive things, are innovations. It doesn't mean that it didn't exist. It already exists, but it hasn't been applied to these kind of products. So I'm going to share with you guys some of our products and concepts at Valle Redondo, and I'm going to tell you, or I'm going to show you where did we apply this disruption or innovation concepts. But I want you to keep these three ideas, not just for tonight, but for the rest of your lives, when you're talking about products or yourselves, your personal life or your professional life, either with product, services, or whatever that you have in your mind. First of all, always find your first. Then always find your best. Or the third option, always find your new. And what I mean with these three concepts? It's every time that you think about a product or a service that you're offering to the market, or you want to go to the market with this new idea, it has to be the first one at something, or the best product or service at something, or the new product of something. Once you get your product to become one of these three things, or a combination of two or the three of them, then you have a successful product or service to offer to the market. Where just when you're thinking about these products or services or whatever that you have in mind, think of what in or where can I be the first one at. For example, Hernan was telling about one of our products that is a canned wine. In Mexico, we're used to have a wine either in bottle, in a crystal bottle, or a Tetra Pak, but never in a can. So we were the first ones offering a canned wine here in Mexico. So with that product, we were the first ones. The new one, it could be something different. I have a new flavor, for example. We have a sangria that it's a new product on a line of products that they already exist, but the new one, it's the new sangria flavor. So we're being new at something. But the best thing is to be the best. Not the first, not the new, but the best. And the best one, for example, and I'm going to start with this one that is our best and is our top seller of the company. This wine that probably some of you you already know it or have seen it or try it, and I don't know if you like it or not, but this product is the best at sales in Mexico. Is the top seller wine. So when we're talking about sales, Vinos Cuatro Soles is the best wine in Mexico. We are not talking about the best in, I don't know, in flavors or in tastings or whatever that it's subjective. If you like it or not, doesn't mean that is the best wine ever. Sorry, something happened with my screen. Sorry, but what I can tell you that it's the best one is the top seller of the Mexican wines. There is no other wine that it sells what we sell with Cuatro Soles. But here is the disruptive thing. We used to have different labels than these ones that I'm showing to you guys right now. But what was the disrupting and the innovative thing about this line of products, this wine brand? Every single Mexican wine, probably 5 to 6 years ago, they tried to be, or they tried to look like an European wine. So you have these white labels with some script, golden letters, and talking about, for example, castles or saints or something like that in the name. So what we said, or what we thought about, let's be something new, something disruptive, something innovative in the market, was let's be proud of being a Mexican wine, and let's show to the market, to the people, that we're proud of it, that we're proud of being Mexican wine. So what did we do? We took these Mexican icons, the sun, the golden sun, the silver moon, this the famous Calaverita or Catrina and Alebrije, this Milagrito, that is the heart with wings and things like that. So we took these elements, Mexican elements, and put it on our labels. We did it bold with a lot of color, Mexican colors, so we can stand out in the shelves. Because when you're in front of a wine shelf in the store, you can see a lot of similar labels, and probably you don't know which one is what, or if one of them is Mexican or Spanish or French or Italian or Argentinian or Chilean or whatever. But these ones, believe me, the moment that you see them, you say, okay, this is Mexican. For sure, this is Mexican wine. So this is the disruptive idea on a market that everyone is trying to look and appeal to an European wine. We went on the opposite side and said, no, we don't want to be European or look like European wines. We want to be Mexican wines. So from the moment that we took this decision, or make this decision, and make all the changes to our labels, we increase our sales in probably close to 500%. This is going from selling close to 100,000 cases a year to 500,000 cases a year that we're selling right now. 2023, we closed our sales, our yearly sales, on 510,000 cases per year. When we took this decision, we were selling close to 95,000 cases. So if you do the math, we went above 500% of growth from 2019, let's say, to 2023, 2024. And that was just because one idea. The product is exactly the same. The wine is exactly the same that it was 5 years ago. Just the only change was our image. So that is one disruptive thing that it brings sales to the company. I'm going to show you some other examples. Well, this is about Vinos Cuatro Soles also. Every single time that you talk about your products, please show your social media, because you don't know when people is going to be interested in your products, and there is the best way for the people, for the market, to find a little bit more about your products. The second one, the vino, the one that Hernan mentioned before. This is the first canned wine. We have three expressions, that is white, red, and rosé. That are the three regular wines that we can sell in the market. But we add something special, that is sparkling. These wines, they appeal to these new generations that they are looking for something different, that they want some moments for drinking this wine. For example, if you go to a concert, you cannot have on your hand a bottle of wine and a glass of wine and to uncork it and then pour it and then drink it, and it's not practical. What we appealed to with this product was exactly that concept, practicity. So you can have your wine and have it whatever you want, whatever you are. And these new generations that are going to festivals, to concerts, to the beach, to pool parties, to some places where you cannot have a crystal bottle of wine. So that's why we came up with the idea of having canned wine. So we launched this product 2 years ago, and right now it's a selling phenomenon, let's say. It's available in most of the stores in the country, and we sell a lot of these cans. Now we are starting to export to all Central America, Caribbean, and soon in the US also. And this is because of all the noise that we did with this brand, because it was something that no one was expecting. No one was asking for a canned wine. But the moment that the people, the consumer, they found about it, they said like, okay, this is something different. Let me try it. Once they try it, it's okay. I need this product, and that's the best thing that you can do with one of your products. That the market, they think they need it, because it's not about I want it, because I want it. It's the same as it will be good to have it. But if I don't have it, well, there's no problem. I can probably find it later or something. But when your market, when your target market, they think that they need it, they are going to look for it. And they are going to go to the stores and go to the places where they can find it. So this kind of innovation that is, again, put the same wine that we have with some other products, put it in um, a different packaging, that in this case is a sleek can, and then it's going to switch the whole thing. You're going to find a new market that probably, if I put this wine in a glass bottle, probably, or a crystal bottle, they're not going to have it or to buy it or something, because they're not looking for it. But this is a solution for this market. When you go to the beach, you cannot have a crystal bottle in the beach, or in a pool, or in a festival or something like that. With this, you solve that problem of having a wine, not just a beer or some other alcoholic beverages. You have a wine that is available for everyone, everywhere. Okay. Let's move on and go to the next one. This is Vinos California. This is another wine, and this is another solution. Probably also you have seen this in the self stores, or wine stores, or in a lot of places. Why? Because we sell a lot of these products, and this product it was think to solve the chefs and the bartenders' needs. What is this product? It's the same wine, but in a different packaging. Now we already have the glass bottle, we have can, now we have Tetra Pak, which is really a cardboard box. That is it. So what is the solution or the benefit of this product? Again, it's practicity, but not for the consumer. This is for the restaurants, for the chefs, or for the bars, because now they can fix or prepare some cocktails, some dishes, some sauces, some reductions, some preparations that they have on the restaurant, but they use this wine to cook, not just to drink. So that's another solution. But if they have crystal in the kitchen, let's say crystal bottles, they have a risk that if they break a bottle in the kitchen, probably the food is going to be contaminated. So they have to throw everything away and start again from zero, start from the scratch. So with this packaging, there's no breakable package, so they can pour the wine and they can close it and put it in the fridge again. Or if they finish it, they just throw the packaging away without the risk of breaking a bottle. Okay. And this is another innovation, something disruptive. This is a 3-liter packaging, but in the same cardboard. It's practical, it's lightweight. Against if you weight 3 bottles, 3 little bottles against this packaging, it's going to be lighter, this package, rather than the 3 bottles. Mobility and comfort. It's easier to carry this package, this box, than 3 bottles. You have more products because a regular wine bottle, it's 750 milliliters. And in here, you have 3 full liters. And of course, it has a good appealing. It's easier, it's cheaper, and it's a way better to use in the kitchen or at the bar. Okay, this is another disruption in the market because there was no other product like this when we came up with this idea, launched it to the market. Then they start selling, and now we have another 4 or 5 similar products. But again, in this one, we were the first ones. Remember that concept, eh? First one, best one, or new one. And in this product, this is our list of our wines. This is Roca, that is Vino de Autor, and I'm going to elaborate about the Vino de Autor, what it does it means. This is the product, and this is a high-end bottle of wine, but you will say, well, what is the disruptive thing in here? What is the innovation? Because there are a lot of high-end wines in the market, and with a similar bottle and similar label and everything. The thing is about this Vino de Autor thing. What is the disruption in here? Is that when we came up with this idea, Vino de Autor means that it doesn't fit with the regular traditions of the wine market, of the wine world. What is this? Every single year, we're going to change our wine. Not the bottle, not the label, but the wine. This one, it's a blend between 2 different grapes. That is Malbec and Cabernet Sauvignon. These are 2 different grapes. Next year, probably we're going to go with just one grape. That it could be probably a Merlot, let's say. But the next year, it probably will be a white one. And the next one probably is going to be a sparkling wine. And then the next one, it's going to be probably a rosé. But the brand, the bottle, the label is going to be the same. So what are we trying to do with this wine? It's become a collectible wine that people can say, okay, I buy a bottle to have it for my collection. And then I have another one to open it or to uncork it and share it with my people, with my family, or drink it by myself. But that is the innovation one. So when we came up with this concept, there was just one more thing that we had to add to this concept. And it was, if we want people to collect it, it have to be a limited production. So we produce just 1,000 bottles. Every single bottle has their own number in the label on the right-hand side. There is a number of the bottle, and that's the only bottle with that number. Let's say is 1 out of 1,000, 2 out of 1,000, and it goes to the serial until you get to 1,000 out of 1,000. So there are just 1,000 bottles in the market. That is something that the regular or not the regular markets, but the collectible markets, they said, okay, this is exclusive, I want it, and they are willing to pay a little bit more in order to have it. So with this new idea, innovating and disrupting the wine market by selling the same wine, but in the different ways, there is where you can have this new, first, and best. Okay. So I'm going to show you some other concepts, and let's give some time, probably 15 to 10 minutes, 10 to 15 minutes, sorry, for questions or comments or whatever you have. So sunset cooler, this is a different cooler that we already know, Caribe cooler and Boons and Villarreal and some other that are in the market. But this image and this concept is another cooler, but in a different way, in a disruptive way, where we talk to the youngest people in related with music, with festivals, with electronic music, and then the colors, all of the colors of the other coolers in the category. They are really pale colors, and they look all the same. But in here we try to be disruptive with the colors, with shapes, with the color of the beverage, the liquid. For example, Coolberry, it's an electric blue thing that probably, if I tell you, would you drink a blue beverage? You will say, I don't know, what is that? But when you look at it in this bottle, or you put it on ice or something like that on a glass, then you say, oh, this is fun. And when you appeal to the fun market with a fun solution on a fun product, they're going to buy it. Okay. This is another concept that we do, but this is just for the American market. This is an iced tea. For example, everyone have tried an iced tea, but this is an iced tea with alcohol. So it's known as a hard tea. And this is a case that the owner of the brand, he showed up in Shark Tank in the US. And Mark Cuban, one of the sharks on that show, he said that, oh, this is amazing. They try it, they like it, they love it, and they put some money on this product, and now it's a product that sells close to 3 million cases. I mean, 3 million cases, not 3 million drinks. 3 million cases. Each case it's 12 units. So they are selling 3 million cases, and they started this brand probably around 4 years ago. So this is a case of successful brands with who talks to the right market with the right design and the right flavors and everything that it has to have an alcoholic beverage targeted to the right market. So I can invite you to learn more about Beatbox. This is a really great case. You can follow them on their social media, or go to their website, that is beatboxbeverages.com, and you can find all of the flavors that they have, what they do on the marketing end, the advertising, how they work with all the brand, all the different varieties that they have on this brand. And believe me, it's amazing. And probably it's very likely that we're going to launch this brand in for Mexico probably by the end of this year. I will let you know later. And this, for example, Diego, that is a Mexican gin. What is the disruption in here, or the innovation? It's the sizing. This is 950 milliliters. There is no other gin that it has or it offers 950 milliliters. So when you compare these ones to the competitors, let's say Hendrix or Bombay Sapphire or Beefeater or any other gin, you're going to find that they are 700 or 750 milliliters. So you have more product for a better pricing. This is Botran rum. Probably you have seen it there in Puebla. We have a very good coverage in there. It's a great rum. The different thing in here, it's the way that we produce Botran. That is in a different system than many other rums. You can read it in here. The label is Sistema Solera. That is a different way to produce it. And the variety. We have different years, different packaging, different labels. So you can find your perfect match. You can find your favorite one. And it's not about, I just like rum and that's it. No, you can find a different bottle or different packaging or different rum for each one of your drinking moments. You're not going to have, for example, the same rum when you're in a party with your friends than when you're in a meeting with some colleagues of the work or something like that, or in a special occasion with your family or something like that. So you can try different things. Master of Mixes and Finest Call. This is the same product. I mean, the packaging is different, the bottle is different, the name is different, Master of Mixes and Finest Call, but the product is the same. And it's just a mixer in order to prepare cocktails with different flavors like passion fruit, strawberry, raspberry, mango, banana, watermelon. And as you can see here, this is strawberry also. So this is a preparation where you have to add just a distillate, let's say rum or vodka or mezcal or tequila, whatever you want to use, and add this preparation, mix it, and then you have a cocktail. But what's the different thing about these two brands? The different thing is that Master of Mixes is targeted to the pretenders, and Finest Call is targeted to the bartenders. What do I mean for pretenders? Us, all of you guys, all of us. When we are at the party at my house, your house, then just start fixing some cocktails, feeling like you're a bartender or professional mixologist or something, and you want to shake or whatever you use, a blender or whatever it is, you're a pretender because you pretend to be a bartender. But then you have this product that is for bartenders. This is for the professional bartenders. That's why the size of the bottle, of the shape of the bottle. And this is the innovation one. Actually, this bottle and the cap, it's patented. It has a patent that nobody else can do a bottle like this or a cap like this. So this is bar friendly, and it's easier for a bartender to grab the bottle, put a drink, and put it again on the table or whatever he's working. Okay. And then the last but not the least, our top product that is Valle Redondo, and it's a sidra or cider that in Mexico, it's very famous. Actually, is the top seller in Christmas. But where is the innovation here, or the disruption, is that in Central America, we create a market that is different than the Mexican one. Why? Because in Mexico, we used to drink sidra during the holidays. I mean, Christmas, New Year's Eve, things like that. But we create with a marketing campaign and communication and education to the market. And in Central America, we sell sidra all year long. They don't use it just for Christmas or New Year's Eve or celebrations like that. They use it the whole year with every single celebration. Let's say baptism, quinceañeras, graduations in college or things like that. So this for the Central American market, this is another sparkling wine, not just the concept of cider. So where it comes the innovation and disruption is going to a different. Sorry, it's going to a different market with a different concept with the same product. So we found another a very productive market for this same product. Okay. Well, guys, this is what I have for you. This is our products at Valle Redondo. These three guys that you can see here are the owners, the founders of the company, and this is a family-owned company. We're having our 60th birthday this year, and believe me, it's nothing easy to be a company of 60 years old here in Mexico, and still doing or creating new products, innovative products, or disruptive products, or campaigns, or concepts. So thank you for your time, guys. I hope you enjoy this conversation, this presentation for you guys. So we have probably, I don't know, Hernan, 5 to 10 minutes for comments or questions or doubts or whatever.
Just like you mentioned, probably 10 minutes for questions. Thanks very much, Christian. I think Christian deserves some claps. Okay, some cheers for his talk. So it's your opportunity. Come on, you want some of you, all of you are studying marketing. So it's an interesting opportunity to talk to someone that is in a direction position in your career, in the career you're studying. So I'm sure there are a lot of questions you would like to make, and I'm sure some of you are interested in the beverages and spirits industry. Okay, so it's a time. Go ahead. I think my dog is more eager to make questions. Or I don't know if you could hear it barks. Aide, I think you have a question. Go ahead, please.
Thank you. Do you believe there is a strategy to be disruptive, or how can you be disruptive or innovation in a specific area?
Okay, thank you, Ade. That's a great question. And my best answer to you is to be disruptive is a strategy. There is no strategy to become disruptive. So the idea of being disruptive, it comes from your creative thinking, and it's to free your mind, to not be ashamed of thinking different or trying to find different solutions. I can give you an advice, and so you can start being disruptive, and it is change your daily your daily basis way of working or of acting. For example, try every single, let's say every single Wednesday. Tomorrow is Wednesday. Let's say try every single Wednesday to brush your teeth with the left hand instead of the right hand. That is going to, believe me, it's an exercise that it's amazing, but that is going to open a lot of spots in your mind to start acting different, to think different, and then try to, I don't know, go to your school in different ways. Take a route one day, and the next day take another route. Try to write when you take notes. Try to write just on the right side of the notebook. Leave free the left pages. Just write in just the right sides, or try to write from the bottom to the top instead of from the top going down. Try to write in a different way. Every single thing that you're different than what you're used to is going to help you to be or to become disruptive or innovative, because you're going to break those concepts that you have already set in your mind, that they say, no, this is the right way to do it. This is the way that we should do it. Why? There is more than one way to solve a problem. There's more than one solution to every single problem. But the thing is, if you try to find just one, then you're not going to your disruptive side. I don't know if this answered your question.
Yes, thank you. It's a great advice. And I think that is interesting, this way to be more different and think the things different. Thank you.
Yeah, and don't be
Much-
afraid of being different. I mean, who will like to be the same as everyone?
Okay, that's interesting. Came to my mind something. I've been playing basketball after 20 years that I haven't done it. With a common friend with Arturo Ortiz, he invited me to a Rucos, Retas de Rucos basketball group, and we play each Saturday and Sunday in the mornings. Um, uh, I started there was one Saturday that no one came. I was all by myself. It was only me in the court, and I started shooting with my left hand. I don't shoot with I shoot with my right hand. Uh, but do you know what happened at the end of the session? It was about 20 minutes shooting only with my left hand, closer, very close to the basket, not from far away. But suddenly I realized that my success percentage was higher with my left hand than with my right with my right hand from that range. So you don't know which with what parts of your brain are not being used until you do things like these ones you're mentioning to get them discovered. Okay.
Yeah, that's
Okay.
you'll be amazed of what you're going to find out when you start
Yes.
doing things differently.
Yes. That's definitely an interesting thing. Okay, guys, 5 more minutes. Questions. Paulina, please.
Thank you. What do you recommend to convince more conservative people to about disruptive ideas? Sorry. For example, your boss or your clients. How do you explain them the benefits and the importance of being more disruptive with your job and your work?
Okay. Yeah, that's also a great question. And I think the best way to convince them is to make them to try or have them to try the disruptiveness that you're proposing. For example, in this case, when I proposed the vino thing, the canned wine, I went to the store. I bought a Coca-Cola can. I drink the Coke. I had my graphic designer to design the label. Go to Lumen store, print it on a self-stick paper, wrap the Coca-Cola can with the label that we already have designed, and put wine inside the can. So I walk into the board office with all the directors, and it's like, this is the next big thing for us. It's like, what? What is that? It's wine in a can. Try it. But I used a wine that I already knew that they were going to like it. But the thing was about the packaging. And then while they were looking at the packaging and everything, and they can wrap it up with this label, I was talking about not the wine, but the market that we were looking to target, and what will be the benefit, because with no other of our wines, with all the other brands, we were not getting good results with the youngest people. So when I present the can, I was talking about this huge amount of people that we can target right now with these products. So for them, that is money on the pocket. So like, okay, let's give it a try. So that's it. The best way to convince the convention people, the conservative ones, to try it. Show them exactly what you have on your mind. I mean, probably if you have a concept car, I mean, you're not going to build the car, but try to to show them something that they can see, they can touch, they can try, they can taste, because that's the only way that they are going to open their mind to something new. If you just go ahead and say like, hey, what do you think about canned wine? It's like, no, thank you. No, that's not a good idea, because what they are going to go back in their brains is like, is there any canned wine in the market? No, probably it's because it doesn't sell. So no, that's not a great idea. So my advice to you is do your best effort. Think that there is no box. Do whatever you can in order to make them try or feel or see or experience the product that you have on your mind, or the idea that you have on your mind.
Thank you.
Thank you, Paulina. You're mute.
Sorry. Okay, we are. I think we reached the end of the time we programmed for this session. I think we have reached the end of the talk. Christian, I want to say thank you again for giving these guys a chance to have a talk with you. This kind of talks, guys, are really important. Even when this is an English class, as you have seen from some exercise we have been making, when you find a purpose to speak English, when you are in a problem or in a conjunction where you need to speak English to solve something, or when you use English just to enjoy something you want to enjoy, when you learn English with a purpose, you get more. You get to learn it faster. Okay, so that's why we made you the last exercise. Christian was creating a chatbot in English, supposedly. So I had some good commentaries, some other not so good, but I think some people enjoyed that. And I want you guys to find a purpose on it. So this was an interesting theme. I will be giving you the instruction for the activity that has to be delivered this Sunday. Christian, thanks very much for joining us today. We appreciate a lot. I think Christian deserves a cheer. Come on, put some clap emoji in your some clap reaction. Okay, Lily is there. Perla also. Okay, Brandon. A few guys are happy. Paulina, thank you.
Thank you.
For
Thank you,
joining us.
everyone. Thank you, my friend. Always a pleasure.
No, it's the pleasure. The pleasure is completely mine. I will be in the next days sending you the constancia of participation in these sessions, and we will be in touch for a few more things. We won't let time pass like we have. Class, I think we reached the end of the session. Thanks very much for joining us, and be ready to get the instructions for the activity for Sunday tomorrow morning. Okay, Christian, abrazo,
Thank you.
caray.
Thank you, everyone.
A few
Un
nice
abrazo
memories.
grande. Gracias a todos.
Good night, everyone. Cuídense mucho.
Bye-bye.
Bye. Bye-bye.